So,
These appear to be
I'm
working.
jumping right into the proper scene then. I've been doing a bit of grinding, as we agreed was okay, and all of my Pokemon are now no longer Shadow Pokemon
Ah, okay.
and are leveled between 16 and 19. Also, Teddiursa is Issa, Gladeol or Baltoy is Beyblade. I haven't thought of a name for Jolteon yet. I need to figure that out. I named Spheal Whitebeard.
Fitting, especially since it goes from it suddenly sprouts facial hair when it evolves.
Yes. And I named Houndour Hades because you have to when it's a male Houndour.
Yeah. A lot of my teammates have been female lately. That's been interesting.
Hey, buddy. All right, so I imagine we have to go through here to continue the main story. Oh, three Pokeballs. Oh, this was just an area with a couple of items, including a super potion. What about the other one? Well, that's nothing. What about here? Oh, yep. Please be a Shadow Duskon.
Not yet.
Darn it.
You'll see it later.
We have Lick, though, so that's going to be that, and we will Side Beam Skitty.
How's this for
No.
disparaging? This game is old enough to drink.
It is. And Duskull's one of my favorite Pokemon. And they use Nightshade. I see.
Here's the thing, set damage moves are very dangerous early game.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to swap out Beyblade. Hades, you're coming in.
Let me think. I have to go this way. Too used to the Coliseum
Early
version where
game.
it's reversed.
Early game set damage moves. Oh, I need to start shared chat.
Especially moves like Dragon Rage.
Dragon Rage, Seismic Toss,
Sonic Boom.
Nightshade, Sonic Boom, and to a lesser extent, Hyper Fang.
Sort of. That's just a normal move with a high crit chance. You think of Super Fang.
Or no, oh, Super Fang, yeah.
But that's normally not early game.
Yeah, Feint Attack is special here.
And yes, while you hear the peon battle theme over and over in the game, surprisingly, it never gets old.
It is a nice little bop, really.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is, it's actually the normal battle theme from Colosseum backwards. It's kind of like how whenever they were like, okay, now we need a theme song for Skyward Sword, what do? Play Zelda's Lullaby backwards. And that's how you get Battle of the Goddess. I am not joking.
But according to the timeline, Zelda's Lullaby is just Ballad of the Goddess backwards.
Yep. Here's a random piece of trivia for you. What was the first game to ever feature Zelda's Lullaby? Because it was not a thing for a while.
Ocarina of Time definitely had it. That was a key point in it.
Mm-hmm.
But the first to have it... I don't think it was A Link to the Past.
Actually, it was.
I feel like it was... Oh. And here I was about to continue and say I think it was one of the Oracle games.
Nope. It was A Link to the Past.
I guess I got the order between those two mixed up.
There was a bit of a lull in between, but Zelda didn't really have her own theme until then, which is kind of crazy. Then again,
Let's see.
the first few games of the Zelda games didn't really feature all that much.
No, we're gonna swap you out. I mean, considering in the first two, she was literally, I think it was the second one, she was encased in crystal the entire game, and the entire point was to free her.
Yeah. And then the second game, she was just the damsel.
I think it was actually...
Because the point of Zelda 2
Which
was you
one
were
was
trying
it?
to prevent the revival of Ganon.
Right. I'm trying to think of that initial that one. No, that was A Link to the Past, wasn't it? Where you have
Yes,
to
that was
gather
a
the
top-down one.
sages,
Yes.
and
That might be Link's Awakening, actually.
no, Link's Awakening was the one with the giant fish.
Also, I always found it funny how many Mario enemies it borrowed. That's what they always made me laugh about Link's Awakening.
Link's Awakening was not a specifically Zelda game, it was a Nintendo game.
Yep.
But the one I'm trying to think of, I'm not sure if it was A Link to the Past or not. Ganon was a giant pig monster, and the initial big bad was a sorcerer.
Might have been the Sorcerer Vati.
Vati, that's it. Or
Yeah.
no. Was it Vati in Four Swords?
He was.
Minish
He was.
Cap?
He was also a Minish Cap. It's just some form of Demise's will, no matter what.
True. I feel like he might be the reincarnation of that demon sword from Skyward Sword.
Girahim.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Okay, I need an ID card to go there. What about this way? But yeah, I feel like Girahim... Basically, I think he only lost his physical form in his defeat.
Yeah.
And for those that practice dark magic, there's a chance of him possessing them.
Exactly.
That's my point of view on it. Alright, so we got a Doduo and a Tailo. That's not too bad at all.
Okay, I need
Sky Beam on Doduo.
Okay, I need to leave and buy some Pokeballs.
I'm gonna double check how many Pokeballs I have. I just picked up 3. And I got the Doduo to hit itself.
Also, what makes the organization here neat is they attack you from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Because 3D Pokemon game, they can take some more liberties.
Okay, items. I have 43 Pokeballs. I'm fine.
Yeah.
For now, at least.
I'm just going to buy 10.
I think I should try the rest of the floor above first.
I'm surprised you bought all those Pokeballs and you didn't get a Premier Ball.
I did. I found out that you only get 1 per purchase.
Yeah.
And I had used it on Spheal, remember?
Oh, yeah. It's one of those every... It was the every 10 Pokeball era. Nowadays, it's like, if you buy any multiples of 10, for every multiple of 10, they throw in 1 Premier Ball.
I need to check. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay.
Which is just a Pokeball, but it's all white.
It really is. It only has bragging rights for when you catch something in it.
Which I believe I caught a Groudon in years ago. In Ruby.
Oh. That's something you always regret not transferring up all the way.
Yep.
Yeah, we can still do Psybeam on the leap. And I could have changed to... honestly, to Whitebeard, but I didn't feel like I needed to. Beyblade is level 19. We are not teaching you self-destruct.
Of course, once you pick up a ghost-type Pokemon, it's not a bad last resort move.
No, it's not. Honestly, ghost types that can learn self-destruct should be in a ghost type gym leader's team.
Drifblim, I think, is the only one that can do that, but still.
Okay, it doesn't open from this side.
Now you gotta go further down.
Okay. Because that was the only way I hadn't gone yet. The other side needed a key. And I hadn't gone down that way and came down here. Join up and shop it.
Also, here's a nice little tip. The further you go, if you start seeing shadow Pokemon, you're going the right way.
Okay. I need to swap out my psychic type. Hades is coming out.
Oh, I freaking wish you were Shadow. Bag on.
Oh. I mean, too bad it wouldn't evolve as a Bagon into a Shadow Salamence.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, this way. And
So,
I think
Thief in
that
this game
option-
does not work how it traditionally does. What happens is they have buffed it, I believe, to 65 base power, and it does not steal an item anymore.
Spinarak. Oh! A Shadow Spinarak.
Which, Ariados is okay, but it's not bad either.
It's not the best, but it's also not the worst.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to use Lick on Spinarak, and then just call with Hades.
I think I'll use you temporarily as my fire type. So I get my actual fire type.
Paralysis procced. Shadow moves are super effective. Lick again. It's gonna knock out Teddy Ursa. Oh, it went for Hades. Okay.
Never used Numble before. Never really had a desire to, because that quad weakness to water is very unfortunate.
It is. Didn't do as much damage. Okay, now it's time. I'm gonna start by swapping out Issa. Jolteon, you're gonna take some hits probably.
By the way, fun fact, this doesn't really become an issue until later in the game, but whenever you snag a shadow Pokemon, there's a little thing in the upper left-hand corner that just says snag. What that means is if you lose the battle, you don't get it.
Noted. I mean, we are basically stealing their Pokemon.
Yeah.
So if they were to win, of course they'd want their Pokemon back.
Yep. And then nothing's stopping you from being forced to hand it back.
Yep. I'm going to go and put that Spinnerack in the PC and heal up my team.
Gonna swap out the ball toy for the Numble. It was only in here for filler anyway.
Fair enough.
Oh, it comes with the charcoal. I forgot about that. Not bad. Teddy Ursa has an item. What do you forgot for me? An antidote. It's alright.
Hey, there are 6 Pokemon I'm not using.
Yep, everything seems to be running optimally. I made sure my time was synced, and if you look at my stream, I can show you. I have the antenna externally now, and it just sits over here. Just sits next to me now.
Another item over here, and it's a revive. That's good.
Especially since this game likes to spike. There are some difficulty spikes.
I think I see an exec.
Pink Hatsune Miku, you mean?
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing with that design. You can't tell me otherwise. If you need a voice for her, make her sound like a valid girl.
Not voicing them.
But
I do enough of that in so many of my other streams, and I figured it's an old enough game that I'll let people come up with voices for themselves.
I could see, and I can even picture some actors and actresses for these characters if they ever were to animate these games. Like with Vrina there, I could either give her Tara Strong or Jeremy Lee.
I mean, I feel like if they were going to make movie for it, because this would be a good movie, they would have done so by now.
Yeah, I know. Mirror B should be Vic Mignogna. You cannot tell me otherwise.
A Ralts and a Voltorb.
Man, I would love to be able to somehow steal one of these, one of the Abra line in this game, because every single one I run into has the elemental punches, which were special moves in this game.
Yeah. People will forget that the fire, ice, and thunder punches were special.
Which made Gengar and Alakazam lethal.
They really did. They kind of screwed over Hitmonchan, though.
Yeah. But I like how in this one ROM hack I'll be playing soon, to compensate for this, they modified Hitmonchan's special attack. They made it higher.
The Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom! Flash Kick!
Yeah. Side Beam. Did not wipe out the Voltorb. I'm using Metal Claw on a Bagon.
Oh jeez, that even further connects Lieutenant Surge to Gale. What do all of his Pokemon? What do most of his Pokemon know? Sonic Boom.
So yeah, I need to try and wipe out both of them as quickly as possible. Screech is annoying, but it's fine.
I will say, playing this on Switch 2 Online is a lot more crisp than the original hardware.
Well, I mean, the original hardware was...
Well, the original hardware is almost 25 years old, so...
Yeah.
Which, again, that doesn't feel right.
And there's that Shadow Numel.
But yes, again, that does not feel right to say.
Alright, Bagon is down. I'm gonna switch out someone that has Flash Fire just to have that.
So
there was one good part to Numel and its type combination.
An earthquake from that thing is going to hurt. First of all.
Well, that, yeah, but I'm talking more along the fact that it is quad resistant to fire.
No, it isn't. Ground doesn't resist fire, unfortunately.
Why did I think ground resisted fire?
Rock does.
Because rock. Remember when all the rock types were also ground type?
Yeah, and then they got away from that trend because it was getting kind of old.
No, it wasn't because it was getting old. It's because people were realizing rock wasn't the one that was immune to the electric types. The anime lied.
Also, I have an idea for it. I don't know if you saw it, me post it, but I have an idea for the RP. I'm making Giovanni a different type specialist. He's going to specialize more in normal types. And why does it make sense? Well, for one thing...
His signature Pokemon is Persian.
Yes. And if he has control of the Safari Zone, he would be able to get his hands on Kangaskhan, which he did, Chansey, and Tauros. That, and it makes him less of a joke, because you fight him and Blaine subsequently, and they're both weak to water.
They really are.
So
if you bought that Magikarp early on, you could actually rub it in his face.
Yep.
Doesn't change that it's a scam. It's just that's a funny little thing you can think about. Also, it's immune to Earthquake.
Yep.
Remember the TM he gives you?
Yep.
And I caught the Numel. I'm putting it in the box.
So unfortunately, they changed how movesets work, but for a time, because when they released the Virtual Console versions of Gens 1 and 2, you could hypothetically send up the Pokemon through the Pokemon Transporter. The caveat was they would always have their hidden ability. So, you could not teach Machamp Fissure and send it up with no guard. You realize how broken that would be. A lot of issues.
Yeah, but I've seen that Pokemon Champions has a lot of issues.
Surprise, surprise.
Apparently, a certain meme has become a reality because of Pokemon Champions. In that female Gallades exist now.
Yeah. Whoops.
What's next? Male Kangaskhan?
Or male Vespiquen?
Male Salazzle? Okay, I gotta stop. People are gonna start drawing fan art of that.
Don't tempt them.
I don't need to. People are people, after all.
What rule is that? What rule is that? Because 34 is, well, you know.
The gender bend rule. I don't know.
It's one of the 60s, I know that much.
Okay, Barboach used Mud Sport, but I wasn't going for that anyway. We're going to use Return, and we're going to use...
Rule 63, that's what I thought.
Aurora Beam. Because you are also ground type. Return almost knocked it out. Honestly, a Teddy Ursa having returned from the start,
yeah,
just it's broken.
And then once you get to max friendship,
yeah, you're never swapping that Pokemon out.
By the way, that right hand elevator, there's a tough battle, but it does lead to a healing machine.
Okay. I'm going to investigate around here first. Natu and Ninkata. Lick the bird and swap out for Whitebeard.
By the way, there are some in-game trades, but your mileage may vary because it requires you to find the rare encounter in the wild areas of the game, which, you know, are difficult to get, and only one of them is kind of worth it because it's Larvitar.
Ooh.
The other two, one is Shuckle, and it's like, you know, Shuckle's good for post-game, but it's not all that good now.
Yeah.
Oh, his other trait is Meta-type. Which is, it's alright.
Oh. The Natu had synchronized. Aurora Beam is super effective against both of these Pokemon.
A critical hit water gun on Nummel. Ouch.
Whalmer is not a shadow. Okay. Lick the Whale.
Also, Whalmer and Wailord are drawn to scale in this game.
That is a rare occurrence.
Yep.
I think the only other time I've seen them drawn to scale is Wild Area in Sword and Shield. There's that one pond with the Whalmer.
Yep.
I think it's about to scale.
And then you see the Wailord
Isle
in the background.
Armor that we went on a race to catch.
Yep. And it's like, yes! That is how freakishly huge those Pokemon are.
And they are flying type, so that old man isn't as wrong as you might think he is.
No, they're just pure water. But they're full of air, so I'm surprised there hasn't been a blimp made to look like a Wailord.
I think there was in an episode.
Oh yeah, it might have been one of those like filler episodes.
Yeah. Right, it is. Oh, I got them mixed up with Mantike for the typing. Or
yeah.
Mantine. That's what it was. Okay.
I wish they would do something else with them because I like Manta Rays.
And use Body Slam.
There should be a variant where they become an electric or a poison type. Because Stingrays are a thing.
They are. Alright, Whitebeard is level 20.
Why don't you make it electric water? We don't have enough of those. We just have Lantern and Wash Rotom.
True. I mean, I feel like they'd probably just make it water poison.
Probably.
And then have that variant replace Tentacool in some tropical region.
Well, Winds and Waves is a perfect place to do it.
It is. Honestly, I think I'd gotten distracted when I was saying this before, but I'm waiting until they show the final forms of the starters before I even consider getting Wind and Waves. If they go bipedal again, I'm out.
I mean, give them some credit because they stuck true to their guns with Skeledirge.
They did.
But then they broke it with Meowscarada.
They really did. That was just furry bait.
Yep. I see Brout remaining bipedal because it's a bird.
If Brouts becomes Decidueye 2.0, I am going to scream.
At that point, you've lost the plot because now you're just copy and pasting.
It's worse. Because while Dragon Quest would do it with some of their monsters, they had reason to.
Yeah, it's called padding out a story.
Yeah. And many other games also do that, but their whole thing is they're trying to copyright game mechanics now.
Yeah, and apparently nothing is coming of the Power World dispute.
They are failing. And that is the best thing to come out of that.
Yep. Essentially, nothing's happening and they're wasting everyone's time.
Lick and...
Correction, and they're wasting everyone's time and money.
Yeah. Swablu has good special defense. Noted.
Yeah, that's what makes Altaria a bit unusual, because its special defenses are pretty high.
Yeah. But it's even high when it's pre-evolved. Okay. We will swap out for Hades now.
I definitely need I definitely need a flying or psychic type soon.
Well, I have Claydol, so I'm good on psychic types for a while at least.
I can use this one because everything's actually working for once.
I happen to know a flying psychic type that might be in this game.
Well, that's kind of an end game thing, though.
Exactly.
So it's far too late to be of any help. Of course, it's not bad if you're trying to do the final boss challenge. Because Lugia is just a wall.
It is. Alright, Beyblade is level 20. And his next one is Corsola.
Yes, I am unoriginal and just named my Flappy Fluffy.
I just noticed your emote chain there.
Since things are working.
Okay, I'm gonna use Side Beam on Corsola. I know it's not gonna do a lot. But now that Wynot's down?
Quillfish, you were so pathetic until Legends Arceus. Then they were like, let's make it a dark poison type and give it an evolution. Exactly
Big
what it was missing.
In place of Fury swipes. Lowers their special defense
by 2 levels.
And I have a pretty special heavy team. Bubble's going to do a lot of damage to Claydol here. Not as much as I thought.
Not really, because Corsola is terrible, and the Baltoy lane has very high defenses.
True.
It's what makes Claydol a very good dual screener.
And that's what I plan on using them for, too.
Too bad the light clay doesn't exist, but still.
Yeah.
Having the reflecting light screen is very, very helpful.
It is. Especially if you want to stay alive while catching all of a certain guy's shadow Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so a level 16 Jolteon is faster than my Teddiursa.
Well, Jolteon, I believe, is the second fastest Pokemon in game. So. The first is Electrode. But that's
Especially if it's on a hill.
And that's all Electrode is. It's just pure speed. And that is the reason why I ended up with Vaporeon, because there's not that many good water types early on.
Hey, I found you a flying type.
Wow.
That's in the game.
It's not obtainable. It's not obtainable, though.
Blood Dusk Talks, and then swap out for Jolteon.
Haha! You might have been able to prevent my one Pokemon from switching out, but my other Pokemon was underground.
Want to see a quick end of a battle? Want to see it again?
I was going to say, want to see it again?
Water flying types.
What's funny is, yes, that typing's unfortunate because of electric types, but those Pokemon tend to be pretty darn good.
Yeah, I mean, look at Gyarados.
Gyarados, Pelipper in later games because it gains Drizzle. Cramorant's not bad. It's more of a fun gimmick Pokemon, though.
It really is, but it's so fun a gimmick that it doesn't matter.
Where it's trying to eat Pikachu.
Yeah.
I love that sprite where it's trying to eat Pikachu.
Hey.
How do you miss using Lock On? Oh, wait a minute, that's right. Remoray's ability is Hustle.
Okay, I don't have to swap out Pokemon. At least not for you. Well, no. Honestly, time to return on Pineco and then Thundershock the fish. So you do get to see it again.
Yep. Like I said, Quillfish is such a disappointing and weak Pokemon. But then Legends Arceus, they were like, yeah, let's fix that. It's one thing I really enjoyed about Legends Arceus was they made some Pokemon better by giving them an evolution. Who knew?
Yeah, like Basculin.
Yes.
Personally, I enjoyed High Flosion.
Oh yeah, the Syrian Typhlosion. I wish that it's shiny changed the. Yep, I wish that the shiny changed its neck color though.
Yeah.
Even if he made a more blue ethereal flame, that would have been neat.
Item over here. That's a great ball. For lack of a better pun, that is actually great. Alright, so there's a strong or a tough battle on the elevator where again?
The right hand side where the that leads to the healing machine.
Right over here.
Only if you interact with the item box, though. If you ignore the item box, I believe you can just heal away.
Alright, I'm gonna go for it.
Oh yes, that was...
Wonder what would be funny?
What's that?
If this box had literally nothing in it.
I think it has an ether in it.
Well, no, that's actually useful. I mean, it is if it follows the same logic as other games where you don't actually get ethers. Oh. Issa picked something up. Beyblade is going to Psybeam the Abra. No, not the Abra, the Machop. Why did I say the Abra?
I mean, there is an Abra on board.
I did select the Abra. I confused the Abra.
Well, that's a good thing because even if you have to TM moves for Abra, it's still a force.
Yeah, now I'm going to sand attack the Abra. That was my initial plan here. And it's hitting itself.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
My plan was this. Wipe out the Machop. Lower the Abra's accuracy. Get in Houndour. And finish off the Abra.
Ooh, I get to have fun messing with Kecleon.
You. I don't like my Milotic only because Cynthia.
Well, that and how much of a pain is it to get one yourself? In most games, not all games.
In the first one.
In Gens 3 and 4, good luck. In Gens 5 onwards, they made it significantly easier. Because there was no way to implement contest stats, so they had to do something.
Okay, now I'm gonna bite Abra. Finish it off with that. Psybeam the Makuhita.
So you notice how shadow moves are question mark type?
Because they're shadow type.
Yes. There is a character that actually takes advantage of that. He's one of the bosses in the game. He uses... There is a weather move that that powers up shadow moves. And he uses Weather Ball, which means Weather Ball is typeless.
Oh.
It's like, that's an interesting strategy. Oh no, my Vaporeon's asleep. Whatever will I do?
I don't know. Awakenings are so expensive.
Yes.
Why don't we just scream at it? Before I take the elevator, I'm gonna try and fight this guy as well. I gotta swap out Beyblade.
Because that's definitely bad against a ground type.
Lotad. Oh, I still need to take the item from Issa. We're switching in Jolteon. I need to come up with a name for a male Jolteon.
I have the most original name ever, Voltron. Okay, good. Still playing the ads.
There's a Staryu.
Well,
right, return on the Spoink and then Thundershock on the Staryu.
Since it loops back, I'm going to go purify some Pokemon.
That didn't quite finish the Spoink. But this bite will. And yes, I eventually plan on replacing Sand Attack with Pin Missile.
Ah, fair enough.
Is there anything up here? Nope.
Okay, good. The Numble is male. I'm naming him Chester because he's become so numb.
Alright, I took the elevator and straight hallway with the battle. Carvana and Magnemite.
Whenever someone mentions the company Carvana, I just think of the Pokemon. I'm like, what now?
Oh, hey. Sharkpedo isn't a bad water type.
No, it's not great either, though, at this point in time. Because its two typings are special.
True.
You know what makes Sharpedo even meaner later on, though? What I believe one of its abilities is Reckless.
Oh boy.
So Wave Crash and Double Edge will hurt from that thing.
Especially if you have a certain helmet.
Yes.
It's almost as if that combination is terrifying. But yeah, if you have a Pokemon with Reckless and can teach it as many self-harming moves as possible, give it the helmet and go all out.
Or give it the Shell Bell, where it just heals off the damage it takes, essentially. I think I had a Pokemon with Reckless and Head Smash. I think it was a Relicanth. Oh, that was so brutal to use that.
Thundershock, yikes. Yeah, I knew that was going to be a problem.
Too bad I already have my Vaporeon out because I have a strat here. Because Chester's quad weak to water, right? Switch into the Vaporeon against water types, water absorb. Oh yeah, there's another ROM hack that makes Clamperl's evolutions actually good. I think they make Gorbis a water psychic type, which, look at the thing, does an extreme water psychic. And then they made Huntail a water dragon type, which is like, I don't really see it, but I'm not going to complain.
I think it's more of a sea serpent situation with him for that typing.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to Ember the Magnemite and then swap out Whitebeard with... We're going to have to swap in Jolteon.
I'm going to give you a very fair warning. Whenever you free Crane and you need to go heal, backtrack to the healing machine at the elevator, because do not go back to the main entrance because you will get attacked by the admin.
Okay.
And as you can imagine, the admin is not going to be a joke.
Rock Tomb Magnemite. And then we're going to Thunder Wave Carvana.
She's the weakest admin, yes, but that doesn't mean you should underestimate them because they're a cut above the peons you've been fighting.
And we call them peons, but this one's giving me some trouble.
And that's one thing I like about this game, because it's like every peon is different. They don't use the same Pokemon over and over again.
Gonna bite the Carvana. No!
Rough skin. Ooh, crit.
No,
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't have a water Pokemon to add in. Or, well, for you to add. Well, you have Vaporeon, I have Spheal, it's fine.
you'll get another crack at Carvana later.
I have an excuse to visit a guy with an afro.
Yep. To which it's like, do you really lose out on anything if that's the case?
Absolutely not. Oh boy.
That's unfortunate. A Rhyhorn against Vaporeon.
You know, that dual typing is another reason why choosing Bulbasaur is easy mode.
Yes. Because all of Brock's Pokemon are dual rock-ground types.
Quad weak to both grass and water type, but the second gym is also weak to grass type.
Yep.
And then the third gym, you resist his type. And then you're neutral with the fourth gym.
And technically the fifth. It's a weird technicality, but technically, yes.
You don't have any actual problems or team building issues until Gym 6.
Yep. But everybody does because that gym is, especially in Gen 1.
Yeah. Gyms 6 and 7 are the only ones that a Bulbasaur user is going to have problems with.
And by then, you already have an answer for them.
And if you don't, you're an idiot.
Now, I will cut you some slack for Sabrina, because, especially in Gen 1, because what can you do?
You can't do anything in Gen 1.
You just need a... Catch a special wall like Snorlax, and then that's about it.
Yeah. You need both those Snorlax. That's all you can do.
If you're lucky enough to find a Chansey, that will also help you, but good luck with that.
And the reason is because of a bug. They were supposed to be weak to Ghost type.
Yep. Although there were only 2 damaging Ghost-type moves. One is set damage, so it doesn't count.
True. But even then, because of a bug, not only were they super effective against Ghost, they were also immune to Ghost, which is why they added the Poison type to Ghost to the original Ghost line of Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar after the fact. Because first gen, you didn't have the displayed secondary types.
Not really, no. I think it, calculated based on the first type. So, if you use an Ice Beam on Charizard or Gyarados, it was super effective. Which was weird.
It was.
Also, I wish they kept the relationship that they had with Poison and Bug type. They were mutually weak to each other.
Yeah. Alright, let's use Return on Chimecho, and then we will Side Beam the Jigglypuff. Alright, Safeguard, that protects him from status ailments, that's fine.
Also, another thing I want to point out about this game is, in Colosseum, shiny Pokemon were not impossible. There was some weird algorithm where if you ended up finding a shiny Shadow in battle, unfortunately it would reroll and not be shiny again. After you caught it. And vice versa can happen. It won't appear shiny in battle, but after you catch it, suddenly it's shiny. That can happen.
Alright, there's Dunsparce.
In Gale or Darkness, they remove the algorithm entirely. The only things that can be shiny are the wild Pokemon.
So if you actually do come across a shiny wild Pokemon, you are free to use it, even if the other person is using it.
Yes, but you're doing full odds. You're at the 1 in 8,000 chance.
Honestly, I'm going to swap out Baltoy for Hades against this. Just for the experience. Okay, there's an item up here. A full heal. I got some phlegm because the weather and all that. I swear, if Mr. Greevil uses a Weavile, I am going to laugh my head off.
Unfortunately, this was before that was a thing.
If they ever remade it...
Yes.
If they ever remade it...
This is why Also, people are like, you know, what would they do with some of the later evolutions? Well... in Colosseum, you have 2 Duststone candidates, and the trick would be, pick one. You only get 1 Duststone, pick one you want. Pick the one you want. And it's between Mismagius and Honchkrow. It's like, well, Mismagius would be better in the long run, so... Also, I just did the strat. The bosses love disc, use a water attack on my Numel, switch out to Vaporeon.
Okay, return on Kecleon, and then we will Psybeam the Snubbull this time.
Roselia was a Pokemon that was released way too early, because they did more with it later.
They really did. I mean, they gave it its Prevo and its evolution in the next gen.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Shroomish.
And while, you know, Breloom still is more of a physical attacker, it's not terrible, though.
Right. I mean, sure, you can focus it on just being a fighting type instead of a grass fighting type.
But a Giga Drain from that thing will still hurt.
Leech Seed.
Yes. There's Leech Seed.
Draining Punch wasn't until next gen, was it?
No.
Oh, I still need to get that item from Issa. I keep forgetting.
And she has 1 Shadow Pokemon, and it's very underwhelming.
Shadow Blitz is painful, but not that painful. Okay.
For this early in the game, it's not bad, but you're never going to use this thing. It's so horrible.
Alright, we got it paralyzed with Thunder Wave. And I'm gonna lick it a few times to soften it up to throw a ball at. Sand attack. Try and keep it from hitting us with Shadow Blitz.
Woo! Survive on 1 HP!
1 HP in a dream! 1 HP in a dream! Okay. Item. Pokeball. And then for Jolteon, you're going to use Sand Attack again.
Of course, I use Sand Attack on you 3 times, and you can hit everything, and then I can't hit the broadside of a bar, and when it's used once on me.
Okay, I got the Shroomish.
Okay, this I might actually have to use one of the Great Balls for. Because this is actually quite the foe.
Okay, I'm going back to heal now.
You might as well just go back up to the main entrance. It'd be faster.
Yeah, that's through here, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have to go all the way back around after this, but... Alright, my first 6 Pokemon are here.
And I'm not using the Teddiursa, it's just there to give me some
That was a Hyper
items.
Potion the entire time.
Not
Teddiursa was just holding on to a Hyper Potion that entire time.
That's pretty good.
It would have been better if I could use it.
Ugh. I hate how... The thing about Numel, too, is... Yes, it has that unfortunate quad weakness, but it's very squishy. I'm finding out.
Yeah.
Camera Up's alright, and I felt like it needed something. They gave it a Mega Evolution, it's like, well, that's something, but it doesn't fix the problem.
It really doesn't.
I think Mega Camera Up is probably one of the weaker Mega Evolutions.
Yeah. I think they only gave him a Mega to try and remarket Camerupt.
Well, that and Sharpedo got one, so if the leader Team Aqua gets one, the leader Team Magma needs to have one.
Oh yeah, that was from back then. Oh yeah, and it even has the Team Magma symbol on its head.
Yep. So whenever you complete everything, they kind of explain the Purify Chamber. I can explain it better than they can. It's very wordy how they do it.
From what I understood looking into things, oh wait, that's this way then. You put Pokemon in it, in a circle around it, that are super effective against each other.
Yeah. Normal types are exempt. They are all mutually good against each other because that's the only way they could get that to work.
Ah. So in theory, you could just fill it up with normal types and leave them there.
Yes. Also, I want to point out something. Whenever you purify the Lugia, it returns to normal. And it's like, I kind of wish that it kept the design, because the design is awesome.
It is.
I wish that were Lugia shiny. That would have been fantastic.
Or they gave it a held item.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be a Lugia Mega.
True.
But, I mean, they did do the Detective Pikachu with all of the Berserk Pokemon and the Mewtwo Berserk gene and all that. Which I argue could fall in line with everything else regarding... I gotta have to switch out both of these. Which would fall in line with how Shadow Pokemon could come about.
I mean, they brought it back for Pokemon Go, so that counts for something at least.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't really count Pokemon Go that much.
Yeah. I'm just happy that they remember the concept, which I'm also bringing into the RP as well, where Team Rocket is developing the technology. It's not perfect, but they are developing it.
I see. Water Gun the Rhyhorn and Thundershock the Murkrow. Ah, you have the Lightning Rod. That's painful. Okay.
The only downside about Spheal is it's slow, but its typing's fantastic.
It is.
Water Ice types have always been good.
Okay, there's a Slack Off.
Alright.
That is fine. You're going to get an Aurora Beam to the face.
Now I am back. We'll head to Pirate Town and get the opening cutscene out of the way and then just battle around. In the meantime, You know, it's sad when the fastest thing on the battlefield is a novel. Never hurts to do a little bit of graphic. Especially since one of the first spikes in the game are coming up. Oh, that's unfortunate.
And I am back.
Welcome back. I'm just doing some grinding and exploring around town.
A leaf stone.
That's pretty nice, ain't it?
Yeah. Now then, you said go to the one by the elevator to heal up.
Yep. Don't go back to the main entrance.
But yeah, have you thought on what type of concept to go with when we do the Pal World game?
No, not really. Haven't put a lot of thought into it. I'll buy some of these Moo Moo Milks because 100 HP for 500 Poke Dollars. Yeah, that sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah, I mean, fresh water heals more than a potion.
Even when they nerfed it down to 30, it still heals more than a potion.
Yep.
What's funny is, before they nerfed it, it does as much as a super potion at like a third of the cost.
Yeah, so once you have access to fresh water, you shouldn't buy anything else for anything below Hyper Potion.
Yep.
Here we go. But yeah. They definitely could market, especially this character.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to swap out Beyblade. Issa's fine though. Jolteon's coming out.
You know, someone brought a very interesting point about, Team Rocket's Pokemon choices, why they're such terrible battlers. That the point is, their Pokemon are meant to do espionage and thievery.
Yeah.
They're not meant for battling. Because think about it. Coughing and wheezing, easy getaway.
Yeah.
The rats can get in small places and snatch things.
Yep. And Zubat, we've seen how Supersonic has been used outside of battle, even with Brock and that one nurse.
Yep.
And Ekans is the same as the mice of the rats.
Exactly. And then this goes further into Drowsy and Hypno, because some of them do use them.
True. Actually, yeah, we're gonna swap you out.
If you get caught, put the person to sleep or hypnotize them to forget that they saw anything.
And then there's that one Hypno episode of Pokemon.
Yep.
Where they abducted the kids to try and brainwash them.
Yep.
Oh, our shadow Pokemon's still Kitty.
Yeah, like I say, a bit of an underwhelming Pokemon. It's not bad this early in the game, but it's not great either.
It's not gonna be with you into the end game.
No.
Alright, first of all, we're gonna set up. I mean, I'll try to catch it, but I'm not holding my breath on it.
Yeah, this might be the first Pokemon that's going to be a bit difficult, more difficult to capture.
It is a fully evolved, and it almost one-shot Hades.
Like I said, for this early in the game, it's not terrible. It's going to be one of your first true challenges.
Yeah. That was not as much damage as I was hoping. And it knocked out Hades.
Oh yeah. Another thing about using Houndour is it doesn't take very long to evolve. Its evolution level is a lot lower than you think it is. It's only like 24.
Yeah. Oh, you have Mega Drain. We're gonna Shadow Blitz her Roselia, though, and we'll Sand Attack Delkitty. Try and lower their accuracy to give us more time to try and catch it. Of course, you also have Mega Drained Roselia. Oh, this hits. Not very effective. You targeted the wrong one. Ha!
Yeah, a lot of people have asked in artwork when it's like, why are Remoraid attached to Mantine? That's actually a symbiotic relationship in real life. The Remora fish do actually latch on to manta rays to eat the waste off of them.
Yeah. It's one of those things that Pokemon actually did their thinking on, and it works really well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm even happy with how they have Mantike's evolution locked behind having a Remoraid in the party.
Yep. Further signifying that symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, I'm going to use a Super Potion here on Jolteon. And then Jolteon is going to use Bite on Roserade. Or Roselia. Not even Roserade yet.
I wish, because that's definitely a Pokemon worth picking up if they ever remake the game.
Roserade's a beast. Roserade's a beast. I will admit to playing through BDSP with a Big Brute Roserade against Cynthia.
Yep. And it's like, I like to have the water, fire, grass trio, and honestly, Roserade fit the bill for the grass type very well.
Yeah. I mean, let's be honest, if you're not picking the fire type starter in BDS, in Gen 4 games, in Sinnoh, you're not getting a fire type.
Except for Platinum.
Well, yeah, Platinum, but meh.
Because then your options are Magmar and Houndour a lot earlier.
True.
And Magmar's not too bad because now it actually can evolve.
Very true. Okay. Now, for Shroomish, you're going to Mega Drain Delkitty at this point, because this bite should take care of Roselia.
Also, the
shouldn't deal enough damage to knock it out.
Also, the accidental critical had happened to one of us eventually.
Yeah.
Also, I love how I said critical hit, and my Pokemon immediately got one.
Is the game listening to me?
Nintendo's always listening. But yeah, give some thought on the general direction for the Pal World collab. And if you wanted more information on that other thing that we were talking about, that I'm not going to go into detail on to keep it under the hat.
Keep it on the DL.
Yeah, then let me know on Discord, and I will give you all the information I have regarding that.
Alright.
But yeah, anything from tropes to actual job/classes to Magic the Gathering colors, any of that is fair game for the concepts. I'll try Charm on it, yeah. Lower its attack so that when it actually hits, it's not hitting hard. Keep up the Mega Drain a bit more. It's paralyzed. It's in the yellow.
What's funny is you're doing much better with the battle than I did. I was down half my team against her. Also, I love the fact that Spheal does the little seal clap when he uses charm.
Clap, 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 clap. Who actually has been knocked out? Hades was knocked out. Hades was knocked out by the cat. I'm gonna go with...
Dunsparce. That is a Pokemon I'm glad they finally did something with.
Honestly, I feel like maybe the Great Ball is called for here.
Yeah. That's what I did, because Delcatty's catch rate's a bit lower versus everything else we've dealt with.
Alright, I got Delcatty on the first throw.
There you go. I love how they just throw you a bone and give you a couple Great Balls before you fight it. Like they expected that would be tougher capture.
Yeah. They dropped something.
Yep.
Data ROM. Oh, and we just teleport back there. Okay. I guess we couldn't exactly drag him along while grinding.
That, I think they just didn't want to animate the scene of him riding your scooter. Because that would have been kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Animating Jovie is one thing, but yeah.
You're just gonna fall asleep.
The receptionist is terrible at her job. It's like, look, I know that job is boring, but come on now.
And we already know that Pokemon has a lot of different magazines, or the Pokemon world has a lot of different magazines out there that they could be reading while they just sit there.
Yep. Oh yeah, another Pokemon that I set up in my Project Gen 3, I end up having to use my Sapphire version instead. I did set up the starter Mudkip because Swampert typing is too good to pass up on.
Regular Pokemon. The more regular Pokemon you place in the Shadow Pokemon, the quicker the purification is. Compatibility of Pokemon.
So don't really bother with it yet, because we don't have enough Pokemon to throw around.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so we can activate it from the PC, access it from the PC. That's good.
You can only purify it from there, though. That's the difference.
Ah. So we have to come back here to actually purify.
Yes, but you can access and mess with the sets at any PC. So that's the trade-off. Oh, that's how you get the Soothe Bell. Okay. I was thinking there has to be a way to get one. To get a Zubat or not get one? That is the question.
I mean, Crobat.
Yeah. Because with the Soothe Bell, it'll be a lot easier to get a Crobat.
And you did need a flying type.
Also, am I getting, you probably want Duskull, right?
Yes, please.
Then I guess I'll, grab the Ralts. Just gotta remember, don't use Shadow Ball on it.
Don't use Shadow Ball. Don't use Shadow Ball. Where did he go?
It's to the left of the director's office. Did you talk to Jovi yet?
Yes.
Okay, you just need to go downstairs. Go outside.
There was a synopsis of the original game, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Another example of there's always someone stronger. There's always someone stronger and more dangerous. Oh, Dragon Ball for introducing that concept to us.
Yep. Okay, where did he go? Did he go to the port?
No, he's at the HQ lab. He's in the lower area of it. There's a pathway that leads to the forest.
Oh. Ah. There's an item here. Antidotes.
Alright, so what are the wild Pokemon? I don't remember all of them. To Cerebi!
I swear, if Rattata is one of the wild Pokemon, we're probably going to catch a bunch of them and just throw them in the purifier.
It is not. So, there are three Pokemon spots, and they have a common, uncommon, and a rare encounter. In the rock, the common encounter is Sandshrew, the uncommon encounter is Gligar, which no evolution yet, unfortunately.
True.
If it did, that would be fantastic.
It would.
And the rare encounter is Trapinch.
Ooh.
Now, the Oasis spot, the common encounter is Hoppip, it isn't bad. The uncommon encounter is Fampy, which is not bad either. The rare encounter is Surskit, and I'm like, that is the rare encounter, really? And then the cave, the common encounter is Zubat, of course. It's a cave. The uncommon encounter is Aron, which Aggron's actually pretty good in this game. And the rare encounter is Wooper. So all three of the cave encounters are good.
Yeah. Honestly, I would say whoever gets Trapinch can't get Aron, because they're both pseudos.
Aggron is not, unfortunately. Its stats fall just shy of being a pseudo. Flygon is not either. So it's just a matter of, hey, which heavy hitter do you want more?
They're both semi-pseudos.
They're 3-stagers. So their stats might fall a bit short, but close enough.
That was a reporter duel, wasn't it?
Yep.
I'm gonna fight Gale. This is the guy with... He has a Ralts. Is this the Shadow Ralts?
No.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to...
Oh yeah, one thing that can also happen with the wild spots are if you leave Pokesnacks there, occasionally the Munchlax will show up and eat them.
And you can't catch it, it's just there to ruin your day.
Yep. But the herbalist that owns it is generous because she gives you 10 Pokesnacks for catching it from doing so. The only thing is Flygon's not that good because its learn set is awful. This was before they made it better. It doesn't even learn Dragon Claw. It doesn't even learn Earthquake. You have to TM it.
Oh. Dragon Dance Earthquake is so good a combo.
And it doesn't learn Dragon Dance yet because that wasn't until Gen 6.
Oh. Boy.
So,
I forgot that.
Flygon's okay, but you gotta put a lot of commitment into it.
No. Can't use Slick on you. We have to use Return on you. Then we'll use Ember on C-Dot.
And here comes my favorite character. He knows how to make an entrance and the presence alone. Also, just going to turn this up.
Right. Issa is using Return and knocking out that Houndour in one move. I want to show you Whitebeard's ability.
Also, I'm realizing I'm actually kind of screwed against this guy because a lot of my Pokemon are weak to both types that he uses.
But yeah, Jolteon has Volt Absorb.
Yep.
Hades has Flash Fire.
Yep.
Whitebeard has Thick Fat.
Yep. The resistances, man, you have a lot of them.
Alright, the building I need to go to is next to a big windmill.
It's the big silver building, you can't miss it. Also, our friend Mirror B here actually uses a strategy. Both of his Lombre have Swift Swim.
Oh boy. He uses a Rain Dance set, doesn't he?
Yep.
Oh. Do any of these people in the town have shadow Pokemon?
No, but they're good for grinding if you need to.
I don't know if I need to.
Yeah, technically at this point the level cap is 23, 22 to 23. If you want to abide by that.
I don't want to go too above the level cap, but I mean, with older games, even if you do, you could still get easily wiped out.
Yep.
I've been playing Digital Devil Saga on Mondays, and yeah. Go back 2 areas and you can still get easily wiped out in one battle.
Yep.
Just one misclick, one wrong move, and your attack gets reflected, your turn ends, and they get to wipe you out.
Later on in the game, this guy likes using a really good strategy because he likes doing Rain Dance Thunder.
For those that don't know, Thunder usually has an accuracy of about
I think it's like
80?
70. I think it's like 75.
Yeah, but in the rain, it always hits.
Yep.
I'm going to Metal Claw his Ladybug and swap out.
And that was one of the strategies I was trying to build in my post-game of Coliseum and Gale of Darkness. Yes, because you could still paralyze electric types in this game.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing until Gen 6.
Yep. It
What?
was a thing that just
What are you
they
talking
decided.
about? Sorry.
I don't know what they are talking about. Also, Togepi is still a normal type. I'm still gonna Metal Claw it.
Oh, paralyzed. Yeah. Yeah. Best character. I really wish he would come back.
Yeah, I don't think he will.
No, unfortunately.
I mean,
Because he was an original character not made by Game Freak.
yeah. And they want to keep their intellectual property, and Game Freak doesn't bring back characters from spin-offs that they didn't make.
Yeah.
So no one in this town has Shadow Pokemon. I need to get to the Pokemon Center, heal up, and then continue the story.
There is no
That is
center.
the
You have to go up to the Coliseum and heal.
Is there any battle in this building?
No. There's a healing machine in there too, come to think of it.
Oh. Hey, they have a Shermish. Ludicolo, Pikachu. That's a Swampert.
And then the other photo is Groudon.
Groudon. Those have to be their favorite Pokemon. Those have to be the favorites of some people that worked on this game.
Mm-hmm. Also, when you go to the next floor, there's a little girl. Help her out and you'll get the Soothe Bell from her.
Huh. Where is the healing location?
It's on the 3rd floor.
Alright, so this is the 2nd floor then.
Yeah, I remember during this part of the game, my internet died when I was doing this before. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Baby steps, my friend.
Okay, so it wasn't her. Oh, it's locked.
Her mother's on the 3rd floor. Also, do you get the pun? Her name is Anka.
Yeah.
She's an anchor.
A lot of the names are puns.
Oh, yeah.
I approve.
Like, the leader's name is Greevil. Greed and evil.
Yeah.
C-Dot's alright. Like, the thing that bothers me about Shift Tree is its typing's
bug.
Yeah, and its typing's not great in this era of Pokemon.
Yeah, because it's all special.
Yeah.
Oh, so we can't get that item.
No, not yet. They like to be a little gatekeepy with some of the items. At this point in the game, for whatever reason. You calling me sus? Thought about the pot calling the kettle black.
I got the Soothe Bell. I already healed up everyone, didn't I? Yep. Alright. And I like C-Dot too. It was one of my top 3 Pokemon from
Hey, its middle form is
well.
its middle form is the mascot for Nuzlocking.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, I do like the idea of a sentient acorn. That was an interesting idea.
I mean, that was one of the most reasonable guards I can have been in a Pokemon game.
Yep.
Alright, we got basically internet and bit rate.
Yep. You understand the pun. And sec is sector.
Yep. You know what I think we should do for wild spot wise?
What's that?
Each of us can only get one Pokemon from each zone.
Yep.
To our teams.
I currently just left a lot of snacks at the cave spot because I admit I am going to run with a Zubat because Crobat is good.
Crobat is good.
You would never think a Pokemon that common would be good. And it took them...
And that's the trap!
Yep. Same goes for Tentacle. You wouldn't think a Pokemon that common would be any good.
And I want to point out, Golbat was on the team of one of the Elite Four.
Yes. Which in later games becomes a Crobat.
Yes.
Also, Crobat is part of one of the biggest hypocritical moves ever. Cyrus. Pokemon are not friends, they're tools, has a Crobat. Are you sure about that?
I mean, you maintain a tool long enough.
I guess, yeah.
And it doesn't have to be a friendship affection thing. It could just be trust for the fact that he gets the job done. Not sure what the job is, but he gets it done.
Also, to this day, Cyrus is still one of the more challenging evil team leaders.
And
though I would say Getsis would give him a run for his money because, yeah, he can be brutal.
True. Okay, this is... This is the Colosseum. I found it. Okay.
Yeah, there's no shortage of grinding options in the game, which I like that.
And it keeps the grind from being as boring as it is in some games.
Still a bit dull, but hey.
Alright.
Ah, the one time when using water sports actually works. Double battles.
Yeah.
Because that's your entire that's the entire side that you're fighting on gains the benefit. Oh wait, I can switch out to the bound. Yep, that's annoying.
Alright, so they told me about that. So I can go and interact with those now?
Yep.
It's just the rock one, but hey.
You gradually just get all three as you do this little side plot. The most interesting one still is the cave, which I find funny. Also, you can tell by the way he speaks, he's supposed to be Australian.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, this could be problematic. A shadow Pokemon that I accidentally toxic poisoned.
Oh no.
This could be a problem. Actually, does this work? It was worth a shot.
Hey, Spot Monitor is now added to our abilities.
Alright. Crest is averted. Caught it with very little issue. Although that could be potentially bad because that Pokemon could have had guts.
That it could have. I only put one treat down on that one.
So the Numble I am using is temporary. Because this trainer, I believe, has the fire type I want to use for the playthrough. I will also mention, though, if you do want to do that, his trade, the Trapinch, I believe, nets you Larvitar, so you can get a pseudo out of it. Because it's like, T-Tar can be dangerous, though, because of Sandstream, but that's one of the heaviest hitters in the game.
I'm gonna put 5 down for a chance to get a Wooper.
Wooper is in the cave.
Oasis.
And now it's time to meet everyone's favorite character.
Team Mirror B. And yes, he is moonwalking, and that is a jiggly afro.
Yep. So in Coliseum, he was more disco oriented, more like a salsa dancer if you think about it. In this game, they based him a little bit more on Michael Jackson. To the point where when he enters, he moonwalks in.
I think I would join Team Mirrorby.
I'd love to as well, but you can't.
And the thing is, it's not even an evil team.
No.
You're just trying to catch all the Pokemon.
Yep.
Which is every Pokemon game ever.
Yep. It's just the sense of style.
And your leader would have this beat to him. And I gotta swap out Beyblade here. We'll go with a return on one of his Lombre, and then swap out Beyblade for Jolteon.
And yes, they made him more of a salsa dancer because his ace Pokemon all look like Mexican stereotypes.
But to be fair, during Gen 3's time, there weren't a lot of dance-oriented Pokemon other than Ludicolo.
Right. This day and age, I like to see him in a different light because Oricorio is a thing.
He would have 4 separate outfits for each of the Oricorio types.
Yes. Yes, he would.
All with the same afro, of course.
Also, I do believe he would use Politoed because Rain Dance, and if you watch the anime, it does dance.
Shadow Blitz on...
Wait, not Rain Dance, it has Drizzle, so that would set a strategy off immediately.
Yeah, it would. Using Mega Drain, that is fine.
And yes, I do intend on using Vulpix here. Reason being, never done it before. Why try something different?
You know what? Mirror B in the RP. Give them the Oricorios.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Do it. I need to get back into that as well. Return. Shadow Blitz.
Might as well use the one Premier Ball. Might as well get it out of my inventory. If it catches, cool. If it doesn't, oh well. Got it. Cool.
Oh! I just one-shot a Lombre with Return.
Yeah. Teddiursa, the Ursaring's not very fast, but it can hit very hard.
And it has a 47 attack at level 22 before evolving. That's a Shadow Voltorb.
Yep.
His hair is a Voltorb. His hair is a Voltorb.
Well, it's supposed to be a Pokeball, but yes. Yes.
There's no circle on it.
How could you do... Well, yeah, that's true. It's like, could you really do that back then, though? It's like, well, yeah, there are hair accessories. Also, what's funny is his afro's even bigger in this game.
Well, a period of time has gone by, so his hair grew.
Yep, 5 years have passed, so...
Alright, return is going off. Oh, I think I'm wiping out this Voltorb by accident. No? Okay, right.
Okay, swapping out the bear for the Vulpix. Going to keep the Numel on the squad for now. Because
I'm going to throw a Great Ball at the Voltorb.
It'd be funnier catching a Pokeball because you're catching a living Pokeball with a Pokeball.
It would be, but I don't want it to start using Thunder.
Now, he doesn't do the Rain Dance Thunder strat yet. Because it's too early. Doing something like that would be kind of OP this early in the game.
Wait, does Shroomish evolve by level, or is it only a Stone Evo?
It evolves by level.
Okay.
The only thing about that bothered me about Shroomish back then, they changed it today, but back then, you would have to keep it as a Shroomish forever if you wanted to get Spore.
Got the mirror radar. With instructions, how nice. Oh.
Now, I like how the ROM hack that made this game harder works, because they add the Alolan varieties of Marowak and Ninetales, and it's like, how did they do that? All you do is palette swap them. That's the easiest way to do it.
So, do they start selling the
Poke Snacks? Yes.
Excellent. I'm gonna head to Pirate Town and buy a bunch of those.
Oh, yeah. I'm remembering why I actually used Shift Tree for a little while, because chip damage worth Fake Out is nice to do.
It is. Wait.
I think you have to go talk to the old lady. It's complicated. There's an old lady in Duking's place.
Okay, and Duking is located...
There's a house with half of a Pokeball symbol on it, but I don't know if you can buy them yet. I think you have to do the next segment.
Well, let's find out real quick. Place with half a Pokeball.
It's the building below the hotel.
Below the hotel. Like, wait, half a Pokeball.
Kind of painted on there, splatter style.
Okay, yeah, we gotta give him time to come back.
Alright.
I do have bait at each of the spots.
So, in order for them to activate, you have to wait. And that's one thing that bothers me about this game, or the alert system.
Another settlement needs your help. Another settlement needs your help.
Yep, exactly. Because, like, at the most inopportune times, it's like the game telling you, hey, this Pokemon can be purified is one thing. The other thing is, like, spot monitor when you're deep in a dungeon. Or the mirror radar goes off when you're in the middle of something.
Wait, who was it that needed to talk to us?
You needed to head back to Pirate Town. Go to the news building.
Oh, the news building. Right, they're the ones doing the analysis of the data.
Yep.
Shroomish can be purified now. From walking around.
Yep.
There may be points off screen where I do some random circling with various shadow Pokemon.
At least until we get enough Pokemon to toss into the Purify Chamber.
Yeah. And just purify a bunch of them that way that I will never use except for in purifying.
Yep.
I knew of the existence of the purifying chamber and that you needed a lot of Pokemon for it. And that's why we aren't concerning ourselves with what we actually catch. Oh. They took the receptionist this place hostage? They took the actual decent receptionist hostage?
Yep.
Carvana and Barboach.
Besides this guy, by the way, every single peon that comes down from the ceiling...
I didn't heal.
Ooh. But every peon that comes from the ceiling will have a shadow.
Ah.
Except for the first guy.
Also, Issa has another item.
Unfortunately, it loses pickup after it evolves, but I believe it gets guts, so...
Guts or Intimidate would both be good. And I feel like it might get Intimidate. I don't think it's going to get something like Sheer Power.
I think Ursaring gets guts as its default ability.
They used Mudsport and they're a ground type, so this is going to weaken that against them. But at the same time, they're going to be weak to Aurora Beam. Okay, Mudsport didn't matter for that. Because Jolteon is just that good.
Yeah. Its default ability is Guts.
Ah.
Huh. I always thought wrong, apparently. I always thought that, Burn actually gives, actually nerfs the Pokemon that has Guts. No, it doesn't.
Guts supersedes.
Yeah.
That's why giving them the fire orb is not a bad strategy.
Exactly. Also, using the flame orb to trigger Marvel Scale. That's part of the reason why Cynthia's Milotic is such a pain.
Prop monitor is responding as well, so I'm gonna go and catch something.
Mine hasn't gone off yet. That's weird. Then again,
I had one spot that only had a single bait in it, and that was the rock. I have 5 over at the oasis, and I have 4 in the cave. And I think... Is the blue spot marking where they are?
No, so it'll be flashing.
It'll be flashing?
Yes.
And it said the spot marker was...
You have to open it on your PDA.
Oh. It is the cave that is responding. It's a Zubat.
Yeah, like I said, the common encounter, it's common for a reason. But this game seems to be a little weird with common and uncommon and rare. Because one time, I left 10 Pokesnacks at the Rock Pokespot. Every single time I went there was Trapinch.
Oh. I will keep that in mind.
So... it can happen. Also, it doesn't hurt to capture the wilds even if you're not going to use them because of Purify Chamber.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to swap out and then start throwing Pokeballs at this thing. Not you.
Alright, so I think I'm going to clear this dungeon and this plot point and then call it because I also need we're expecting some company at some point.
Alright, it's been 3 hours. This is around the amount of time I usually stream.
I think after I defeat this trainer, I'm going to call it.
I'm not going to nickname the Zubat because that is going to be on your team.
Yep. If my, I know exactly what I'm going to name it, depending on the gender.
I will go back there. I will save.
The male,
I will call it as well.
The male, I'm going to name it Terry. After Batman Beyond. And if it's female, I'll just name it Selena. Catwoman.
What? You're not going to name it after Batgirl?
I guess I could. What was her name?
And she was Inspector Gordon's daughter.
True. True.
You'll have time to look it up.
I will say though, after this segment, that is the boss of the next area. That is the first difficulty spike in the game.
Noted. Right. But I'll go ahead and call it here so that you don't have to worry about me asking anything.
Yeah.
Hey there. Also, because my dog wants attention.
Well. You know.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and mute and do my spiel.
Alright. That's a downer.
My dog was licking my handle. I was trying to click the end stream button. Maybe he wanted me to stream some more.
Who knows?
Who knows indeed. He's a silly boy. He's a good boy, though.
The problem is, this battle, I have to fight a Blossom, and this early in the game, Blossom's not easy to deal with.
I'm gonna do a bit of grinding, and I'm gonna evolve Hades.
Yeah.
In preparation for that. Hey there, Marco. Hey there. Yes, I'm paying attention to you. Hi. What's the matter, buddy? What's the matter? You can tell me all about it. Oh, my arm?
Also, I know what you're thinking. It's like you're going to be stuck with a Vulpix for a while, and Vulpix isn't great. It's not going to be for much longer. We actually get a Firestone pretty soon.
Oh, that's good. I mean, you could have gotten a Firestone even earlier, too.
Yeah. Just ditch the Eevee altogether.
Oh, you wouldn't have to ditch it. You would just have to keep it an Eevee for a while.
Yeah.
Hey there.
Finally defeated that Blossom. That was annoying.
Is my arm tasty? Is there something wrong about my arm?
Especially the Alolan variety. The Alolan variety is even cuter than their normal Vulpix.
It is, and Ice Fairy is a good type combo. Makes perfect sense for it to be a bit of a glass yeah, but Steel is not so common a thing as Bug or Dark or